Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Tuesday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I'm Andy Graham. Alongside Jim Hardy, we'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Auburn, I think, off yesterday with the first day of school beginning for Auburn University in this semester. But they're back on the practice field this morning. Got a little bit of a window, I think, about 20 minutes. Some interesting things maybe. Some injury updates. We'll get to some of those if we can moving forward. Just some things we're hearing from practice or things that have been some of the people that are there in person have noticed. We'll talk about that a little bit. We'll continue on with our Ask AG segment. Love for you to be a part of it. 256-234-6221. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind, or if you like to comment on any of the things that we talk about. Obviously, the season is fastly approaching. Auburn and Baylor on September the 5th in Hotlanta. So how do you feel about that game? What do you feel about Auburn moving forward? What are your biggest concerns? What are your biggest confidence about this team? So we'd love to hear those things as we move forward in today's show. So thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. And again, as always, 256-234-6221. The phone lines will be open throughout the show today. Jim, everything going all right today?
Sweltering. That's how it's going.
It is a little warm. They were indoors today, at least.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's probably air conditioning.
Oh yeah.
In that indoor facility.
It is.
So yeah, it would be. It'd be kind of brutal, but
and you
got to get prepared.
You
for
probably
those
want to
games.
spend some time indoors too, as well, because that first game's going to be indoors.
No doubt.
So
but
get the lighting and get used to running and catching balls with a ceiling there instead of a sky. You know, that plays a little difference.
Yeah, true. Good point. Auburn's second game of the season, I believe. I'm thinking it's also going to be at night. That one against Southern Miss, I believe, the opener.
I don't know if
at Jordan Hare. I can't remember. I thought that one was scheduled probably or going to be scheduled for evening too. I don't know if there was an exact time for it yet, but I haven't looked at the schedule in a while. But if not, if it is going to be a day game, it's going to be a hot one.
Yes.
But yeah, you check on that while we try to figure this out. But Auburn is scheduled to scrimmage on Wednesday. You remember they just scrimmaged last Friday. Got some really good information from that. We talked to we talked to a player yesterday. Perhaps I need to be incognito. I don't know. No. We talked to a player yesterday. No, Hudson Cogg. We appreciate him, but we talked to him yesterday. He said, "Look, it's not that the scrimmage was, there's just, all bad, and it was." Everybody was, fouling things up here or there. It wasn't that at all. It was just that Coach Golis has a very, very high standard, and he's encouraging the team and motivating the team to rise to that level. So hopefully that when he said he was, he thought it was a little too sloppy for his taste on both sides for his expectations. So
you got a second to give you the schedule.
Please.
Or the first three games anyway. Opening game is 2:30.
Indoors.
Secondary game is 2:45. I mean,
Oh,
6:45.
See,
I'm
so
sorry,
there you go. It
6:45.
is at night.
And then September 19th is 6:45.
All right. So, okay, first 3 games, that's good.
Yeah, that's night.
Maybe
First
it
2
will,
home games, night in Jordan-Hare.
Maybe you said.
Maybe the magic comes back.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe, like you said, maybe by the time, October rolls around or we get toward the end of September, maybe things have cooled off a little bit.
Yeah, that's mid-September, 6:45-ish. Your son's going to be getting you about 6:30, 6:45 before it's going down.
Oh, it's going to be lovely.
Yeah, I mean, I think by your halftime, it'll be lovely. It'll be,
I got no problem with that.
low 80s probably.
Yeah. All right. So one of the things that I did notice that came out of that, always, one of the first things that people talk about because that's one of the most definite things. When you only get a 20-minute window to practice, you're just, it's a tiny little snapshot of what's going on.
They're not.
But you can see who's in a jersey or who's in a contact jersey, non-contact jersey, and who's not.
Right.
You can see who's standing on the sideline and who's participating.
I mean, there's been a lot of controversy over the years that some coaches would let them, reporters stand there the whole time and take what the information they wanted, and some of them close practices and you can't come to nothing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, where do you fall in that? Do you think 20 minutes is just being like, hey, guys, I'm going to be gracious and give you a few, but you got to get out of here?
I think that's throwing them a bone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a –
He would rather you not be there is what I'm saying, yeah.
Now, back in the old days, you could watch almost all of practice.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
the years I was over there, we had reporters still walking around at the end of practice. Like, they just walked through there over to certain groups.
I get it. I mean, people have – and the reason it's like that's because, coaches have started to spy.
I think I've brought that conversation up before. I know without a shadow of a doubt because I was there and saw it go on. Not the TV people were doing that, but these NFL scouts that come into town.
Yeah.
Say back in the day, they come to take a peek at Rudy Johnson or come take a peek at whomever, name a name, and they're claiming, oh, I'm with the Seahawks and I'm going to stand out here and write this down and do this, and all of a sudden that same information gets passed along to your first week's opponent, and the reverse you've been working on for 2 weeks gets stuffed for like a 10-yard loss, and you're like, nobody even knew that was coming. How'd they know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's things that popped up when I was there that it was obvious somebody knew something.
So I get it. I mean, and if that's going to happen, then this is the result of that. You get closer and closer to the ranks.
Over the years, as I was there as well, they used to be the fences that went around the athletic department over there were open, and kids could walk by and see through them as students and all that.
Right.
Well, that was my freshman year. By the time my junior year, those things were all closed up. Like you couldn't see over them. They had people that were actually trying to climb the fence and see in there, and they'd go tell them get off the fence. Those
are the good old days. So couple of the things that came out of this window, small viewing window this morning, was that Stanton Rammel not practicing. He back over kind of with the trainers. Now, I don't quite know what to make of this. Coach Golis said, and he said, look, he was on a pitch count. That's the way he referred to it. I mean, obviously, there was only a certain amount of time they were going to give him in the plays, and he was held out one time of practice so that he would be 100% fresh for the scrimmage.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe they're holding him out today because they want him to be fresh for the scrimmage tomorrow. But at some point in time, is it that we're babying? I don't want to use that term, but I don't know any other way to say it. But we're babying him a little bit because
overcompensating.
Yeah, because he is coming off an injury. We feel comfortable with him at right tackle, and we just don't want to take any chances on him getting hurt. Or is it that that it's legitimately, can he even play a whole game?
Well, that's what I was about to ask. Were there any stats out there somewhere where we knew how many snaps he took in the scrimmage?
I think he took the entire scrimmage. Okay. He played the entire scrimmage.
Well, then that It's going to tell you one of two things. One is we went ahead and run him through a whole scrimmage as a coaching staff to say, okay, how did he perform, one? But then two, how did his body hold up? Is he aching? Is the knee bothering him? Is this, go off the medical checklist, and this is probably an adverse effect of that. They said, okay, he went 80 plays in the scrimmage, and yes, sir, his knee's a little tight or his ankle's a little tight. So they're going to say, okay, precautionary, we're going to hold him out, like you said, for this practice, and then let that thing have a day or two to heal itself up, and then we're going to stick him in there for the full scrimmage next time.
Right.
Because you can't, it's just what you said, you cannot overcompensate or undercompensate trying to get him ready to play an entire football game against Baylor. You can't just go give him a pitch count at Baylor and go, well, we're only going to get 70 snaps out of Stanton, so y'all better do what you can do in 70 snaps.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't think that's the way you want a cohesive five-man unit. They don't want to look over their shoulder and go, one guy, well, it's pitch 62. Stanton's about gone.
Yeah. Some guys that were not in pads. Jonathan Eccles. This is a name we can't seem to not talk about. Tight end from South Florida. They say that he's probably got the biggest upside of any tight end on the roster as far as athletic and catching passes and whatnot, but he just cannot seem to stay healthy apparently. So he was not in pads. Nakai Davenport was not in pads. We talk about this battle between Nakai Davenport and Bryson Washington. Well, if Nakai Davenport's not even playing, then that's probably going to be Bryson Washington and Alvin Henderson.
That's
right.
They
may be battling that out.
Yep.
Cornerback Scrap Richardson, linebacker Adam Balagoon Ali. None of those guys were in pads, so take that for what you will. Sylvester Smith-Reed, Christian Neptune, both out of their non-contact jerseys. Very good news because Sylvester Smith-Reed, a guy that I think we're really going to count on there at safety. So really good to see him out there fully healthy, not in a non-contact jersey. And Christian Neptune, who was mentioned yesterday about being one of the dynamic punt returners. Very, very, as I'll quote, a dog back there. So that very good to see him out of a non-contact jersey. Anquan Fagans and Nate Johnson, both back in pads. Again, very, very good news to me to have new boy Fagans. I think he's going to be an integral part of that secondary as well.
All right, well,
huge piece.
Throw one at you. What about the new gentleman that just joined the team yesterday?
The receiver?
Yeah.
From Troy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about him a little bit. He is the beneficiary of the class of 2022, gets an extra year. He was at a junior college, and then he went to, I think, somewhere, and then ended up at Troy. 5'6", 150 pounds.
Yeah.
5'6", but, I mean, the dude catches passes.
McPherson is bigger than he is.
And that's saying something.
Right.
He's a tiny little guy, but
they said now he possibly could step on the field and be the fastest guy out there.
He not only catches passes, they actually handed him the ball at Troy.
Okay.
Out of the backfield. So, I mean,
that could be another little Gus Malzahn, motion sweeps and flies, and they could do a lot of things with him if
he may be perfect for the little, hiding behind
the huddle. Yeah, behind the line.
But anyway, we'll talk about Malik Autry in a club. Got a club on his hand yet again. So I don't know about that. That's a little not doesn't sound too good. All right, we got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice. Bice Motors.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top-quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
At Southern Union State Community College, success isn't a solo journey. It's powered by something bigger. A herd of faculty, mentors, industry partners, and a community committed to helping you move forward. Whether you're earning a degree that prepares you for immediate entry into the workforce, transferring to a university, or learning a new skill, Southern Union helps you find your strength and run with it. Herd powered, performance driven. Southern Union State Community College. Apply today at suscc.edu.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Heavy-duty savings on heavy-duty trucks. Right now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Choose from over 75 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with savings up to $12,000. For work or play, check them all out side by side. Or get 4.9% financing for 48 months and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you, taking you up to 1 o'clock. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are brought to you each and every day by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big, no job is too small. Commercial or residential, for all your needs, give them a call today. And the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm for all your personal injury needs. If you're in the need of some legal advice or some legal representation because of a personal injury, that's the one phone call you need to make. It's the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm, serving South Carolina, Georgia, and the state of Alabama. All right, Jim, let's go to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro hotline. Welcome in, Jerry. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Andy and Jim, how are you guys doing?
Doing fantastic.
Good. Thank you for taking my call, buddy. I'll try to be brief. And y'all were bringing up a while ago about practices being open and scrimmages and all. And I remember back when Coach Tommy Tuberville was down at Auburn. And look, he would open up scrimmages on Saturdays during the preseason and everything. He didn't have no problem doing it. So me and my dad and my brother and my sons, we'd load up a van on Saturday morning and leave out up in the Birmingham area and get down there to watch the scrimmages. Well, we had been reading about the Auburn Tigers, a guy they signed out of Tennessee. I won't call his name. It's been a while back. But anyway, he was supposed to be a good run stopper. His grades weren't good enough, so he had to go to JUCO for a year. And his grades still weren't good enough, so he had to go to JUCO for the second year. Well, he finally gets down there. And look, we all played line and everything. And so calisthenics, and then they'd break off to do their group work. It would always end up down there where the linemen were, in the north end zone, offensive linemen on one side, D line on the other side. We were watching this guy, and honestly, I'll be honest with y'all, he was so big around his gut and everything, he couldn't even hardly get a single finger on the ground. When he bent over and half his rear end was sticking out the back, and we just all stopped and looked at each other and said, this ain't good. Well, it didn't take about halfway through the season. Coach Tuberville was already complaining, saying he needed to lay off the mashed potatoes and gravy. But we got to see a lot of good action back then and everything, and it was great. It was a lot of fun, something we really look forward to. I kind of miss those days, to be honest with you. But anyway, thank y'all for taking my call. It's Big War Eagle, and y'all do a really fine job on this show, and I appreciate y'all a lot. War Eagle.
Appreciate it, Jerry. Yeah, I miss those days too, for sure.
Most definitely. And Jerry, you may or may not know, but that's what the heyday of when I was there with Tuberville. I spent 4 years in his crew, and that was kind of what I was alluding to from the start to the finish. When I first started, fences used to be open. People used to come to practice, and by the time senior year rolled around for me and all those guys, he was the one that was shutting it down because of those particular NFL scouts that were looking into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't name names, but there's two particular ones that came and literally took plays and showed USC that we were going to play, hey, this is what they're about to do.
Yeah, I remember players back in right about that time too, when we were they almost become kind of legendary. You would hear about them because there wasn't really any kind of film on them, but I remember a guy that became everybody thought, oh, this guy's going to be the defensive lineman. He's just he's all world, this and that, and well, he didn't make the grade, which never happens nowadays.
Oh, no.
Used to happen all the time back then. And he would go to junior college, and then he would have to not go to junior. This kid became, basically like akin to Chuck Norris. It was, but it never panned out, and I don't think he ever played it down at Auburn. But those kind of things happen. It's kind of funny just to think back on and remember those. But all right, I think we're up against another break. But when we come back, Ask AG, and your questions will be answered right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
At Southern Union State Community College, success isn't a solo journey. It's powered by something bigger. A herd of faculty, mentors, industry partners, and a community committed to helping you move forward. Whether you're earning a degree that prepares you for immediate entry into the workforce, transferring to a university, or learning a new skill, Southern Union helps you find your strength and run with it. Herd powered, performance driven. Southern Union State Community College. Apply today at suscc.edu.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in Central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your vehicle or boat to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your boat or vehicle the right way. Located on Highway 63, just about 2 miles from Highway 280 in Alexander City, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. About 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. I always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some great food in the Montgomery or Auburn area. They got a wide selection of spirits, wine. They also have wonderful food, steaks, ribs, burgers, casseroles, a little bit of everything there at the store. So go and check them out. They got a website that is steaksinwine.com. Just the letter N, steaksinwine.com. They got daily lunch specials, got specials going on each and every month. They'd love to cater your next event or tailgate. So go and check them out on Pepper Tree in Montgomery and on East Glen in Auburn. All right, Jim, let's ask AJ.
As the most anticipated sports segment, history, as we go.
History.
In history.
Okay, wow.
Yes. As we go by each day,
yeah,
people always want to know what's on the mind of AG.
This is true.
Well, today.
Scary prospect, but.
Today, we are going to go down, as it was just released yesterday, the top 25 AP poll.
True.
We're going to put some rays of sunshine out there for the Tigers that most people doesn't realize is there. Right now, they're looking at disrespect by the AP poll. They're looking at disrespect from the coaches at the SEC media days we went to. Pretty much all just disrespect because of the last 5 years of football you played.
Is it disrespect or is it proper placement?
Some of both. Some of both.
Okay.
This is what I'm going to throw at you today, and you're going to answer it for us, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I shall do my best.
You got your top 25 AP in front of you, correct?
I do.
All right, here we go. Out of the top 25, look from 22 and down, so 22 to 25, or people outside the poll, and give us a team that could make the playoffs.
From 22 down.
Yes.
And also receiving votes.
Yep.
Who could make the playoff?
That's correct. Not just have a good season, the playoff.
Oh, boy. Of that group,
yep.
I would probably lean toward Houston.
Okay.
Maybe upsetting in the Big 12.
Okay. Who else? You see any other bright shining?
No.
Nothing? Okay.
Not out of that group, no.
All right. So if you were to say that team was going to make it down that far down, what would they have to have? 9-3 get them in, or 10-2?
Oh, for Houston, they would have to be probably 11-1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
At least.
So is there anybody else on the list? I don't know. You brought up South Carolina. If they're down there, can they get in at 9-3 in the SEC? Or do you got to be 10-2?
South Carolina at 9-3, I'm going to say no.
No. Okay. All right. Now, there was a quote that was just brought out a couple weeks back. Texas coach Steve Sarkisian was quoted just to say he truly believes there's only 25 teams in college football paying enough to complete their roster that even have a remote chance to compete for a title. So he pretty much thinks that 25 teams out there, like what we're looking at, the top 25, that's the only people that's got a chance. You're either paying enough or you're not.
All right.
And then he feels like that inside of that top 25, though, that's when it comes down to coaching. Like you got to, and when there's a lot of people bunched in there at 25, 30, 32 mil, that's a pretty close to players, the comparable players of each other. Now, when you step up into his world, into LSU's world, when you're crossing 40, that's you're stepping up a little bit more of the elite players on the field at one time. All right, so this is what we're going to go with. Indiana last year happened to be 22 coming into the season in the top 25 poll. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did not.
Okay. They also spent $22 million last year on their roster.
That's it?
That's it. And that's where it ended up. But most teams last year, even the higher teams last year, were in the high 20s and the low 30s. People weren't crossing 40 last year. We were around that 30 mark.
Okay.
So I tell you all that to give you an example of what's going on. The rest of the playoff teams last year spent somewhere between $25 and $30 million to make it. So Indiana made it with 22, but most people that got there was at 28 to 30. All right. So when we put those numbers together, 20 teams on this list that you just went off of, the AP top 25, 20 of those teams are spending at or over $30 million. Okay? So that narrows your list down pretty good. I'll tell you the four because I did the homework. BYU is not. They're spending $17 million on their roster. They got it 14 somehow. Penn State is $20 million. Utah is $10 million. Iowa is $20 million. They're the only people on this list that's not in or around $30 million on the list. Okay, now I'll tell you this to add this to it. Out of all those that you said were out of the poll or at the end of the poll, there's three teams, that's all, that fit in exactly what Coach is saying, Coach Sarkisian says, that is spending the money, the quality money, to compare with all these other 25 teams. So tell me, out of the look at that list again, and tell me three teams that you think that are spending $30 million.
Of the 22 and below?
Yep. There's only three
well,
teams
Florida
left.
is.
That's one. There's only three teams left in it.
South Carolina probably is.
They are not.
They are not. Okay. How about
I'll give you a hint.
Oklahoma State?
These three of these teams that are outside the top 25 that's making this 30 mil, all three have one color on their jersey in common, and two of the three have two colors in common.
Okay.
That'll narrow it down for you.
What's the color?
Huh?
What's the color?
That's going to be your guess.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'll give it to you. Orange.
There's
these three teams that are spending $30 million or more all have orange in their jersey.
Really?
Yes.
Clemson, Florida.
Yep.
And
your Tigers.
Auburn.
Okay. Those three. So if you go off of the math of last year and where Indiana came from and the model that's going on now that you got to have this amount of money to compete, then Auburn, because of them, Clemson, and Florida, one of them are going to bounce up, if not all, into the top 25. But at some point, one of them is going into the playoff because they're spending the money equally to the other playoff teams. So you tell me, and that was another part I was going to get you to break down for us. If you had those three teams in your pot, Auburn, Clemson, Florida, who out of that bunch jumps into the playoff this year? Not just in top 25, but in the playoff. Because they've spent the money to have the players.
Well, the question is, though, or the X factor question is that are you overpaying?
Well, there you go.
For your players, or are you underpaying for your players?
Right.
We'll ponder that question during the break.
All right.
And I will. Which of the three? Clemson, Florida, and Auburn has the best chance to vault not only into the top 25 but into
the
playoff contention?
Yep.
I have to think about that for a second. All right, we got to go to break. Don't go anywhere. More to come right after this.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Building, renovating, or protecting your Lake Martin home? Homeowners, builders, and architects trust Lake Martin Seamless Gutter Company for precision-crafted seamless gutters that perform beautifully in every season. Our custom-fit systems enhance curb appeal while protecting foundations, landscaping, and outdoor living spaces. Experience the quality your luxury home deserves. Call Lake Martin Seamless Gutter Company at 256-307-0132.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Since 1908, many talented tradesmen and women have proudly represented the Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air name. We are grateful for their commitment to excellence, always providing our clients with quality work that we're glad to guarantee with 100% satisfaction. No matter the problem, the Dixie Electric team is here for you, serving the Montgomery and Auburn areas. Thank you for choosing a locally owned company.
For more information, go to calldixie.com.
Call Dixie and it's done.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Some interesting and a lot of numbers. I just see numbers when I'm looking up. I will answer the question of the previous segment. Then we got some comments we'll get to. Of Clemson, Auburn, and Florida, who are outside the top 25, but are spending, relatively speaking, on average with the top end teams in the
money. Yep.
in the country.
Yep.
Which of them would be most likely to make a jump not only into the top 25 but into the playoff picture this year? Mm-hmm. There are certain factors that you look for. Number one, veteran quarterbacks with a lot of experience.
Yep.
That I look at that, and obviously Auburn has got that. I also look at the offensive line. I mean, as much people as want to throw darts at the Auburn offensive line, I look senior at the center, senior at left tackle, a junior at right tackle. Senior at right guard, senior if it's Jacob Strand, I think, or upperclassman at least at left guard. So across the board, yes, they're all from different places, and yet maybe they mesh, maybe they don't, but they are all very experienced guys, very experienced quarterback, very experienced tailback, senior tight end. Upperclassmen wide receivers that have already been in the system. Look at the defense across the board. Upperclassmen, linebackers, upperclassmen, safeties, cornerbacks, upperclassmen. So there's something to that.
Yes.
That's a big check in Auburn's favor.
Correct. And if you do the same math like you're talking about in the Florida, new coach, new quarterback, new guys from all over. Now, he did try to keep some of the last coach's players, but you're bringing in a new offensive system, so they've got to learn all that and, as you said, mesh together, whereas Golis has brought in a pile of guys that already know his system.
Yeah.
The wild card to me would be the Clemson part of it.
It just simply the fact that they play in the ACC gives them such an advantage. As much as I want to say Auburn, I think I'm going to have to say Clemson.
Okay.
Would have to be they would edge out Auburn just in the fact that I'm not saying I believe this is going to happen. I just believe they are, if you just go by the percentages and look at it, they have the greatest percentage to move up.
Sure.
Maybe they don't. Maybe it is Auburn, but I think Clemson has, if you just look on it and who has the best chance? I think they have the best chance.
Clemson has the best chance.
Just simply for playing in the ACC.
Well, and then you also got to know that bodes well, at least what Golis has been saying he wants to win now. It looks and appears on the paper that he spent the money, or somebody there at Auburn have spent the money to be competitive with all of the top 20 teams out there.
Right.
So we shouldn't be sitting here looking at a 5-6 team, 6-6 team. We should be at least looking at that 8-4 area because of the money spent on it. Now, granted, it's back to a comment that you made. Is it overspent? Is it underspent? Did we hit the nail on the head with several of these South Florida guys, and they turned into SEC, nightmares for other teams?
Right.
So you say Clemson?
Point. I do.
All right.
All right. Ed says I got a fun fact for you. I don't know how fun this is, but top 10 football programs with the most player arrests since the year 2000.
Well, that's an easy one. Georgia's number one on top of the list.
You would think.
Yeah.
But apparently not.
Oh, wow.
Top 10 football programs with the most player arrests since the year 2000. All the way to the year 2000. Florida with by far the most at 539 arrests since 2000. They are the standard bearer, the Florida Gators. 539. The Miami Hurricanes, not a surprise, I wouldn't think.
No.
454. That's number 2.
Well, they've learned it. I'm surely their counterparts are on there somewhere that everybody used to talk about in the 80s, the Criminals.
The Florida State Seminoles come in at number 3. Yeah. 436 arrests, right behind Miami. Mm-hmm. Your Alabama Crimson Tide coming in at 402 arrests, number 4. In most arrests since 2000.
Still trying to win titles.
Ohio State, 389. LSU, 378. Clemson, 345. Tennessee comes in at number 7. I'm sorry, number 8. Tennessee, number 8 on the list at 322. And then your Auburn Tigers coming in at 315. 315 arrests. Number 9 out of the top 10, Auburn. And last, number 10, the Georgia Bulldogs at 302 arrests. I demand a recount on that.
Yeah.
But that is, if that's accurate, that's
interesting.
Not a surprise, really, any of the names that are on there. If you ain't trying, you ain't
Yeah.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
so if you ain't getting arrested, if you ain't got some scoundrels on the team, you're not going to be very good.
Let me throw a few YouTubers at you.
All right.
Let's see. One question is, there's going to have to be a ceiling put on this amount of money these teams are spending, or elsewise these teams will go bankrupt.
Well, that's the whole point of the Protect College Sports Act.
Correct.
Does put a cap on it.
You just got to look at the pure, like what I just went over the numbers. The ceiling last year, the good teams had high 20s, maybe 30 million they spent. Now you're looking at ceilings with 40s and closer to 50. If it does that year over year, I don't know how this sport even stays alive.
I think the Protect College Sports Act puts it at about 50.
Yeah.
Is the cap.
Schools can get that.
There's a lot. The majority of the schools can't afford that.
Let's see. He says that AU has a good chance as any of those teams we just talked about is making the run to compete, with those challengers, which it makes sense.
Maybe so.
How many does, I don't know what he's saying here, how many does that average year? I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Okay.
All right, let's take another break, but never fear, we'll come back with one final segment for the Tuesday show right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state, options selected by customer availability, and eligibility may vary.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
SignSource is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Tuesday afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We mentioned at the beginning of the show, but Auburn's got a new wide receiver that's joined the team. Trey Taylor, who was with Troy last year, has taken advantage of the new ruling that's allowing the those that were in the class of 2022 that did not redshirt, they get this 5th year. He is joining the team, 5'6", 150 pounds, and from what we understand, that might be soaking wet.
Well, yes.
That's generous 150.
With pads on.
So, but he is a very, very small guy. But as small as he is, last year he caught 30 passes for 499 yards and 3 touchdowns for Troy. He also ran the ball 10 times for 52 yards and a touchdown. So they used him, and he was productive. And that was now, I mean, you say, well, I mean, it was at Troy. Against Clemson, who we just mentioned a while ago, he had 4 catches for 69 yards and a touchdown. Had a great game against Clemson. They couldn't cover him. So,
well, and that's what I told you. Based off of the size and the appearance, you're talking about a Wes Welker type of person that could get in that slot and fit into areas in what they call green grass that the defense can't account for him.
Right. He returned kickoffs when he was at Coastal Carolina and returned punts as well. So will he see the field at Auburn? It's probably unlikely. But maybe in a special teams scenario.
Yeah.
I don't know. But nonetheless, he's on the team.
The one factor that has been brought up, I've been reading about him, is how fast he is. So if you value speed and speed alone, not anything else to go with it, what Gus used to run a lot of, the jet sweeps, that you bring him across the line, and if he's pushing, 4.3 coming down that line and you hand it off to him, Some of those guys are hard to catch, you know.
And, I mean, a lot of times they get lost amongst the offensive line. And stuff.
If he's that short, he may, like what you said, standing behind guys that are 6'5", 6'6", they might not even know if he got the ball or he didn't.
So Trey Taylor, hey, welcome to the team at Auburn University. All right, it is August the 18th. If you'll remember back, Jim, on July 24th, 1983, a very famous baseball game took place. The Yankees and the Royals were playing.
Okay.
The Yankees were ahead 4-3 going to the top of the ninth inning. There were 2 outs, and George Brett came up, hit a 2-run homer, put the Royals ahead 5-4. And when he got back to the dugout, the umpire looked at the bat and said, too much pine tar. And George Brett went ballistic. One of the great moments in all of baseball. It is so funny to watch that and to watch his reaction to it. I mean, he just, well, they ended up, the Royals ended up, you know, but when they took that away, that was out number 3, and they ended the game. But the Royals protested the game, and you know, back then they actually had a commissioner that would look at things and see that maybe justice was done. Said no, that was wrong. So we're going to replay the end of this game. And on this day, August the 18th, 1983, nearly a month later, after that game took place, they played 12 minutes. They started from after Brett hit the home run, so they were up 5-4. The next guy up was Harold McRae. He struck out. Then Dan Quisenberry came in, got the Yankees out. 1-2-3 in the bottom of the ninth. The Royals won the game.
Wow.
I mean, can you imagine them going back and replaying
that's a lot of expense.
A baseball game today?
A lot of expense for 12 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's true. But that happened on this day. The conclusion, part 2 of the Pine Tar game took place today.
And you know, that's because it's replayed and played and so much on all these documentary things. Most people don't know the part you just said. They know him going ballistic and running out of the dugout and about killing people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, happy birthday today, Shelley Winters. You probably remember her from the Poseidon Adventure, if you like that movie. Born on this day, 1920. Marge Schott, owner of the Reds for many, many years. Controversial.
Yeah.
Born on this day, 1928. Died in 2004. Gene Bartow, longtime coach at UAB, actually was the guy that replaced John Wooden at UCLA as head basketball coach. Hall of Famer, great coach, Gene Bartow. Roman Polanski directed Chinatown, Rosemary's Baby. Was also married to Sharon Tate, who was murdered by the Manson family. I mean, just... He was kind of he fled the United States under, I wouldn't even go into it. But anyway, he's born on this day, 1933, still alive, by the way. Roberto Clemente, one of the great baseball players of all time, from Puerto Rico, Hall of Famer, retired, was, I think, there was an earthquake, I think, in Puerto Rico. He chartered a plane, was carrying emergency supplies. I believe it was on New Year's Day. And the plane went down and crashed, and he died.
Oh, goodness.
Roberto Clemente, born on this day, 1934. Robert Redford, Bob Redford. I didn't realize he was dead. He died last year. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Robert Redford, born on this day, 1936. And Sundance, man, you know. Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. Patrick Swayze, born on this day, 1952, the Sways. Cool. I mean, is there anybody cooler than Patrick Swayze?
He made a lot of good movies.
Roadhouse, baby.
Yes.
Doesn't get a lot better than that. The ladies love Dirty Dancing, but I give me Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Also, Ghost. That was a pretty. I mean,
that wasn't a bad movie.
That was pretty
more
good.
Of a chick flick.
It was, but it was still pretty good. Dennis Leary, born on this day, 1957, comedian, actor. Dr. Tom Pritchard, the wrestler, born on this day, 1959. Kenny Skywalker, basketball player back in the day in the 80s. Born in this state in 1964, Christian Slater.
Saved by the Bell.
No. No. Good get. No. Pump Up the Volume.
Oh, yeah.
True Romance.
Same era.
Yeah, he was, Young Guns 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same era.
Born in the state in 1969. Edward Norton, fine actor, American History X, Fight Club. But his claim to fame to me is he went out with Salma Hayek for like 2 years.
Oh.
I mean, that's an accomplishment, my friend.
Yeah.
Born in the state in 1969. Richie Cunningham, kicker for the Cowboys, but I mean, are you kidding me? Richie Cunningham? I mean, Potsy was the long snapper, and I guess Ralph Malf was the holder. Born in the state in 1970, and Jeremy Shockey, born in the state in 1980, a great tight end. Yeah. Kind of a psychotic guy, but a great tight end.
He's a big one.
Out of Miami. Played for the Hurricanes, I believe. All right, actually born in Oklahoma and went to, how he ended up in Miami, I don't know.
I think he was in with that crew of Ray Lewis and all them that they claim the greatest team ever played in college football history.
I think you're right.
They were saying
2001, that group was really good.
Yeah, they were saying out of the 22 players, there was like all 22 that started went to the NFL.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. See Jim, I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.